The remains of a person who died more than 50 years ago were exhumed from a Wrentham cemetery today. For decades, no one has known who the person was. Now, new hope for identification through DNA testing. NBC 10's Bianca Beltran is live in Wrentham with more on this mystery. Bianca.
And Glenn, at the time that these remains were found, there were very few clues to go on. And so cemetery staff that initiated this process are hoping that DNA testing can help them learn a name, maybe even find surviving family members. The remains exhumed from this unmarked grave were interned in a small vault nearly 5 decades ago. That's because all that was left of the body was an incomplete skeleton. Fred True was the Wrentham Police Department photographer when it was found in the woods in 1974.
There was a noose from a tree, and the skull had separated from the torso, dropped straight down underneath the noose, but it was on a slight hill, so the skull rolled down the hill. Mother Nature and animals picked the bones clean, so there was nothing left.
Investigators at the time determined the skeleton belonged to a white man about 5'8" and had been there about 2 years. The identity of the person and cause of death have remained a mystery all this time.
I don't like the idea of somebody being interred here with no knowledge of their life or their story or their family, their history, nothing.
After finding the cemetery card for the plot listing only unidentified adult skeleton, Center Cemetery Manager Ray Rose brought this to the attention of the Wrentham Historical Commission and State Representative Marcus Vaughn, who helped initiate the process to exhume the remains for DNA testing.
They were obviously robbed of a full life, robbed of the privilege of having a family and, retiring and so forth. So I'd like to see that they didn't get robbed of everything, which would include nobody knowing who they were and where they ended up.
And today, this process dug up another mystery. When cemetery staff went to fill in that grave again, they said they found what appeared to be another skull and some other items that they've turned over to law enforcement for investigation. Reporting live in Wrentham, I'm Bianca Beltran, NBC 10 Boston.